At a recent event I was at, a friend of mine from the stage at a AI marketing event that we were doing told me this story, and I've been thinking about it ever since, and it was about a month ago. He said his partner and friend said, "Hey, I'm going to have someone reach out to you. Can you please take the call?" Carl said, "Of course." Later on that day, he got the call, started talking to this young lady, and after a while, we're going to set an appointment. And she said, do you want to meet in person? Do you want to do, or he said, do you want to meet in person, or do you want to do it online? And she said, well, let's do it online. And he said he was actually having a conversation, but he thought about it, knowing his partner, and said, wait a minute, are you real? And she said, Carl, if I was any more real, I would be at your house right now flipping you those flapjacks. And he thought about it more, and he said, yeah, but are you real? And she said, no, Carl, I am Chris's AI assistant. And so just showing you, not only is this stuff changing, these things are happening right now. And there are some changes in the way that we're going to do business, like it or not, because AI is getting built into everything. This is a list right now of some of the top AI search engines, meaning people are now starting to use AI to actually search information. And I want to come back to that point because this is something that's going to change. Now, good news is, as of right now, I found this funny article where McDonald's is ending its drive-through AI test. There was lots of funny memes on this, basically talking about how McDonald's had tried to use AI to replace real people, and fortunately or unfortunately, I guess depending on how you look at it, it didn't work. For now, we're safe, but what we're not safe from is changing the way that we're doing our business. Hey everyone, this is Rayce Robinson, your favorite Florida mortgage broker, and I wanted to get into a little bit of a different video than I normally do, going over some of the things that I am thinking about shifting over the next year or two or even months of how fast AI is going to change. And one of the things they brought up in this event that we were at is how AI will affect the future of search. And this is important because I want you to think about the way things work now. Everybody, for the most part, Googles the information that they're looking for. And when you Google something, you do get the answer, but you also get a lot of paid information, or people are paying to get those results, right? They're paying to be, click ads, they're paid to show up on the top of the page. And so Google's model is to monetize search. Well, what happens when you search information in AI is it gets a little more granular and tries to get you the information that you're looking for. And this is important because they went over some strategies I want to talk about that are super important. We have all understood how important it is to get reviews. And if you haven't, and you're looking to build an online presence, the first thing you want to do is reach out to your clients and have them give you reviews. If you don't know how to build an online presence, reach out to me. I'd love to help. We spend a lot of time. We do classes on that. But one of the easiest ways is to do reviews. We all, when we're buying a product or hiring a service, want to hear what other people say about working with that company. But AI changes the game a little bit. So we're going to do an experiment. I'm going to pick on myself just because I know what kind of marketing and what kind of content I have out there. But we're going to look at a Google search, a Gemini search, and then a ChatGPT search and see if there's a difference. So right now, who is the best mortgage broker in Oviedo, Florida? I'm in Oviedo, so I wanted to see what Google would say. And when we look at Google, it basically, you can see the paid per clicks always come up first. But what a lot of people look at is what I call the 3-pack. And this is where Google looks at your location versus where you're at and tries to give you the best possible results, right? So if you're looking for sushi and you want to know where the best place is at, it's going to look at where you're at. It's not going to give you a place in California if you're in Orlando. So fortunately, and we spent a lot of time on this, we are one of the top ranked mortgage companies in Oviedo, and this is based on reviews. And of course, I'm doing this search from Oviedo, Florida. Now, when we look at Gemini and we type in this same question, but with AI, you will learn you've got to give it some prompting. So I'm going to say he's the top 10 ranked mortgage broker businesses in Oviedo, Florida. Actually, let's do 5 and see what it says. So when we ask Gemini, it actually gives us, it actually gives us a warning that it doesn't like to give the answer, and it gives us 3 different results. It gave me Rayce Robinson Mortgage Team, which is not even the actual name of my company, and expertise.com. And then if we maybe tweak this a little bit, what are the top mortgage broker businesses in Oviedo, Florida? Give me the, see how good my typing is. See if it will give me any different results. So now with the little prompting, it gave me the top 5, and Google, not really surprisingly, because this is really obviously off Google's engine, Gemini, put me as number 1. But what happens when I go to ChatGPT and ask it the same question? And we are going to say who is the top, I guess it would be who are the top 10 ranked companies in Oviedo, Florida. And let's see if ChatGPT likes who I am. One of the things I noticed, because I did this earlier with ChatGPT, when I started looking at the companies that they were listing, their model is completely different. I don't even show up on this list. And I notice a lot of the companies that they're favoring are big national companies. And that's important because when we're building our business, we want to be visible online. If you've got the best food in the world, the best restaurant in the world, people don't know where you're at. It doesn't matter. You're cooking food for no one. And how people find information today is online. And what is changing is all of these models, ChatGPT, Gemini, and all the other ones, are giving, you could see, very direct information. You're losing all the fluff that comes from Google. And this is one of the things they talked about in this event, and talked about starting to make content to answer the questions that people have. Because people aren't necessarily looking for 42 different things. If you're saying, hey, I want to go eat sushi, what's the best place for me to go right now? And it only gives you 2 or 3 spots. All those other businesses that sell sushi are becoming more and more invisible. So we want to make sure we're answering the questions that people are asking. And they spend a lot about, time talking about, you spend time building reviews. Now you need to spend time making sure your content is answering the questions people have. So going back to Gemini and ChatGPT, I'm going to type in the question, what are the top concerns home buyers have right now who are thinking of buying a home this year or next? And with AI, you want to give a very specific instruction. So it can give me the list of top 10 concerns in list form. And this is the top 10 concerns according to Google or Gemini of what people are worried about. And then I'm also going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to do the same thing. And you can see the list actually is not that different than the other one. And so it's saying from high interest rates, the housing prices, inventory shortages, down payment, affordability, market timing, all of these different things. This is what we want to be putting content out there. Content on the questions that people are asking. And with AI, you can very easily research what people's concerns are and drive your message around what people are asking. So a lot of people, when we do video marketing classes and stuff like that, they ask, what content should I be doing? And the content you should be doing is the concerns that people have. And so you can use AI to not only figure out what that is, but to even help you generate what to say and do. I'm not going to do that in this video, but just know there are lots you can use with AI to make this simple. And I'm not a super tech person, so it's very, here's a question, give me the answer. Now, one other thing that I asked it is, when I wanted to know how it was evaluating. So when we go back to Gemini, I said, basically, how are you getting this information? What are you weighting? YouTube videos, blog posts, whatever. And it gave me a list of kind of what things that we want to be using to drive our message. So websites, financial data, right? And then blog posts and YouTube videos. ChatGPT, same thing. Going to ask it the same question. And again, it's saying articles and government official reports, things that we can't do anything about, but expert opinions and commentary, blog posts and YouTube videos. How would I summarize all this? Is that AI is coming into the business. People, when they're looking for information, want very detailed, granular information. And the level of questions that people are asking are getting longer. It's not just who's the best mortgage company. It's who's the best mortgage company in Oviedo and why. And look at what's getting answered. And look what the questions that people have. Be doing blog posts, be doing YouTube videos, because as these search engines become more and more AI driven, you better be answering these questions and having the reviews and content to make sure you show up when people are looking. So I thought this was really interesting. We're going to keep covering some of these AI tools because we are using it more and more to generate, video content, to do thumbnails for all kinds of different parts of our business. And it's pretty amazing the things that you can do right now. If you thought this was interesting, again, like this video, share it. I think AI is coming. It's not anything to be scared about. I think it's a long time before artificial general intelligence actually takes over the world.
I'll be back.
I don't have a crystal ball, but for now, this is the world we're playing in. Hey everyone, this is Rayce Robinson, your favorite Florida mortgage broker. And as more information becomes available that moves the market, as always, I'm going to cover it right here. Have a great day, a great week. Talk to you soon.